The last thing is the interview. And what I get questions about all the time is, what questions should I ask on the interview? We're going to talk about that. Regardless of what system you're using, I'm going to give you my shorthand, back of the napkin, what helps you be successful in hiring people. First thing, I'm looking for a happy discontent. What does it mean? I'm looking for somebody who is genuinely and generally speaking a happy person. You know what I mean? When you meet people and you're like, they're not very happy. Like, they have a chip on their shoulder. They feel like the world owes them something. You're looking for somebody that's happy, generally speaking, but there's discontent, meaning that they know the best is yet to come. They still believe that the future is something they have control over and that they can do. So they're happy discontent. They're not blaming a former boss. They're not stuck in, trapped in anything. They're generally speaking happy-go-lucky person. You can sense when you speak to them, they know the best is yet to come. In fact, here's the truth about retention. People will work for you for as long as they believe they can do the best work of their life working for you. The minute that's no longer true, they'll no longer work for you. They'll be looking elsewhere. People will stick with you for as long as they believe the best work they can do in their life will be working for you. Second thing, in my book, The Sales Boss, the sales management book, I use B.O.S.S as an acronym, and each letter is like a lever that you can pull for diagnosing what's going wrong with the team. And they're in this order, B.O.S.S. Also, I didn't want to write the book Sales Management, right? Because you ask somebody how they're doing, they say, oh, I'm managing. Nobody likes to be managed. You want somebody doing it like a boss style flair. B.O.S.S. Behavior is the B. So what is the behavior required for success in this role? Right? If it's a sales role and they got to knock on doors, have they ever knocked on doors? Have they ever knocked on people face to face? Have they ever picked up a phone if they're doing inside sales? Have they ever done a video meeting? That's behavior. Oh, outlook. That's what's going on in their head. They're towards themselves, towards their community, towards their competitor, towards their own ability, right? It's that voice in their head. And hopefully I'm not the only person that has a voice in their head. Then skill, that's the quality of the behavior. What's their skill level? And the last S is stature. Why stature? Well, to be honest, I was under a publishing deadline and I needed an S word. I needed to be boss. But stature, actually, you've met somebody with stature, I think it's the perfect word. Somebody walks into a room, you immediately know they're an expert. Just from listening to them, they have depth and experience. They belong there. That's a boss, sales boss. So B.O.S.S. So you're always starting on the left. When behavior is off in your organization for any role, just ask yourself, what's the behavior? What's normal for the role, for the team? And where does this person stand in relation to that? And then secondly, what's normal for them? Like, there's a normal human temperature, but there's also normal for me and for you. And your doctor knows that. They report, oh, yeah, Adam's temperature always runs a little higher or low. So if somebody's performance about, I just go back and look at, hey, is their behavior, has anything changed? So how does this relate to the interview? The single most important thing I'm going to look for after happy discontent is, have they done the behavior? That's more important than any other history. Have they done the sort of behavior? Something similar to it. So I know they can do that, right? Some people just freeze up when they think about having to do the behavior. Think about if you were a fitness coach and somebody's going to hire you, would it be easier for you to get them results if they were the sort of person that already had a habit of going to the gym? Of course it would, right? Because now you can just work on what's the quality of the skill they put forward in the gym. What's their outlook towards the thing they're doing? How do we get the consistency? But if they have the behavior, much easier than somebody who has never done. The last point here is that answers to their questions don't matter. And I know people go, wait, I got my perfect favorite question. I agree with that every time. I can tell if they're going to be a winner. Their answer doesn't matter. In fact, there was a huge research report, and I'll share it with you if you want to see it. It said that when you insert a human into the process of hiring, results actually go down because all of our bias gets in the way. We think we have the magic thing. So what does matter is that you ask questions, but you're looking for, are they happy, discontent? Have they done the behavior? The other things I'm looking for is, do they have mental flexibility? Are they mentally flexible? Can they shift topics easily, smoothly? Can they maintain composure and handle pressure and coaching? That's what you need to bring in the interview process. Because isn't it true? If somebody's mentally flexible, they can maintain their composure, they can handle pressure and coaching, you probably get them there.